Hey guys.
Archer.
Hi Archer, how you doing?
Well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah,
What
very well,
have
thank
you
you.
got?
Nice.
Oh, yeah, hoodie.
Say again.
The hoodie.
Oh, New South Wales. I try to impress.
Yeah.
How much of a boost was that win over Glasgow given to the camp this week?
Uh yeah, massive. Obviously, been a tough start to the season. I think everyone knew those results we kind of had probably didn't reflect the work we put in and how hard we were kind of playing, which is always disappointing. You kind of have periods like that. I think every rugby player's had those kind of periods, but it's nice to kind of get one over the line and do it pretty convincingly. But yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I think there was a not many people kind of gave us a chance so as well to kind of put that marker down. It was good for us.
The set piece was dominant. I mean, you must have been especially pleased about that part of the game.
Yeah, big time, big time. It's something I personally pride myself on, but I know as us as a forward pack, it really was a kind of high point for us last year was the strength of our set piece, like scrum, line out, and more. And again, disappointingly, we probably haven't had that same kind of positive to take out of the first month or so of the season that we had. But yeah, we knew we could do it. We put in a hell of a lot of work over that the three or so weeks break we had when just training. But yeah, we knew we could do it. We just had to kind of put on a performance like that to go, righto, we're here now, and we'll hopefully be able to build on that for the next few games.
It's been 12 months since you signed for Scarlets. It's been a sort of difficult year in terms of injury, and Dwayne was talking about that virus you had as well. I mean, how far off do you think, or are you already there of getting to your sort of best form?
Oh, I've definitely got a bit more to give, I think. Obviously, I feel like I'm kind of playing okay at the moment. Fairly happy with my performances. And obviously that set piece is kind of what I pride myself on my game. But yeah, I still think I've definitely got places to go. As my kind of game fitness keeps building and can kind of build on that more play around the park, I think for me will be important. So it's nice to kind of get a good result like that, but still know that, and I think the team's in the same spot where we've still got a lot more to give.
You've had a little taste of European rugby, I believe, with La Rochelle. I mean, how much are you looking forward to getting back into that competition?
Yeah, yeah, massively. It's such a esteemed competition, I suppose you'd say. Growing up in Oz, it was something that we kind of like. I always was you'd hear about and kind of almost this mythical fashion where it was the kind of the cream of the crop, I suppose. And yeah, it's an awesome challenge for us. Like we spoke about it the last couple of days. It's as close as you kind of get to that test match intensity without actually playing a test. So yeah, it's an exciting opportunity for us. Obviously, everyone at the club's really excited to be back in that competition. I think such a proud club, and it's where we kind of we need to be, and where I think the club as a whole deserves to be. So it's exciting to be there. And now we just got to put on some good performances against what will be some pretty quality outfits.
I mean, there's a reminder wherever you walk around Parc y Scarlets, pictures on the wall, memorabilia of the rich history that Scarlets have had in Europe.
Yeah, yeah. We sat down in a meeting the other day, and yeah, there's some clips from from games gone past of Scarlett's famous victories and whatnot. Yeah, it kind of gets your blood going a little bit. It's pretty exciting. So yeah, I it is one of those things where we have an opportunity to do something special as the club's done so many times before. So for us, I think that's always really exciting as a group to have that opportunity because you don't always get it. As I said last year, we weren't in the in the comp, so we kind of didn't have that opportunity. So for this year, for us to have it, it's a really exciting opportunity, and we just got to make the most of it.
The draw could have been a little bit kinder, do you think? You got
Yeah,
some top teams in there.
I think I think wherever whichever pool you land in, they're always going to be tough games. Obviously, there's a couple there. You look at Bordeaux away, but as you alluded to before, playing in France, it's right up there with one of the best places to play. all around France. Like the support's unreal. I know I've already heard Scarlets are going to have a lot of traveling support coming to that game, which is super exciting. It's going to be a tough one, but yeah, it's just exciting to have the opportunity to go out there and try and snag a result.
And you're a young man, 23, 24, are you?
Just 25 actually, yeah.
Five. Oh, not so young. Very young. I mean, what are your sort of personal ambitions? I mean, do you have international ambitions? Have you got an eye on the sort of 2027 home World Cup for you, I guess?
Yeah, oh, for sure. Like I think anyone who came here, any player who came here and said that I wouldn't want to be there is probably lying to you. So I definitely kind of look at that and go, I'd love to be there. But for me, as you said, it was a bit of a tough 12 months kind of settling in. Missed a lot of rugby with that illness. So it's more just trying to get out on put in some consistent performances for the Scarlets. I mean, they've kind of supported me amazingly and put a lot of faith in me. So I think first and foremost, that's my kind of main goal at the moment. And then if anything else comes after, that's awesome as well. But it's one of those ones where I'm trying to just keep my focus here at the moment. And yeah, if I'm sure if I'm playing well for the Scarlets and kind of we're doing well as a team, I'm sure those conversations will happen later on down the line. But for the moment, yeah, I'm just really wanting to kind of get into a bit of a consistent rhythm with us as a team.
I hope it happens for you. Wish you luck this weekend. Thank you.
Cheers.
Hi Archer, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Can you give us a bit of like can you explain just how tough it was? You know that lead up to signing for the Scarlets, where you had an injury from back in Super Rugby, and then the illness at the new club. Just how tough was it for you? Off the field, because it sounds quite challenging.
Yeah, yeah, massively. It was a pretty tough time for me personally. And any kind of injury is tough. And there's guys dealing with it here at the moment. There's guys who've come off long injuries and that kind of thing. And I always sympathize with them because it is really tough. And for me, it was that kind of unknown of I'd signed with the Scarlets, super excited to get over, and then had a pretty rough trot with injury. Um, and yeah, for me, it was definitely there definitely was a time where kind of in my own head it was a pretty rough place to be. But I had a lot of good people around me. My partner Ellie, my family, lots of support around me, which I think was something that I had to learn how to do was kind of lean on the people around me a little bit more. It's not always an easy thing to do to kind of admit, hey, I need a bit of help here. But yeah, it was a really tough period. But in saying that, once I got over here, it kind of was like, okay, we can kind of start to settle in and there's a little bit less unknown and we can get into a bit more. So I suppose that was made a lot easier over here by all the staff, all the players, and everyone. Kind of as soon as I arrived, was backed me 100%. So it was a bit of a tough period there. I think yeah, sport's always hard with those kind of contract things and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was just I had a lot of good people around me who were helping me through that time. So yeah, we got there in the end.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Just looking at your sort of background in Australia. So did you play for Australia at age grade and then Australia A, is it?
I played at school level. I played for Australian Barbarians,
Okay.
the second team, and then yeah, kind of left school. Was just playing club footy in Sydney, and kind of got had a decent season. Got picked up by the Brumbies from there, and then did a year at the Brumbies. Moved to the Waratahs. My first year at the Tars, then went on to play for Australia A. So it kind of all happened pretty quickly in the end. But yeah, I played a little bit of representative rugby, but not a heap.
Yeah. And just looking ahead to this competition, I mean, the set piece is always important, but it's especially important in this competition. I mean, I suppose the pleasing thing from the Glasgow game is the manner you won the game. The set piece is probably the best it's been all season. I mean, how much confidence has that given you as a squad or as a pack then going into these next two games where it probably is going to go up a level?
Yeah, it's given us a lot of confidence. Obviously, as you said, this competition is a bit of a different beast. We know we're going to have some really big and technically really good packs coming at us. But we're ready for that. I think we'll take we took a lot of confidence from the performance on the weekend. I think as an 8, you look at that scrum time, felt like we were really dominant and got the reward for it. I felt like I think that's an important one. You don't always get the reward at scrum time if you're not painting those right pictures for the ref. So I think the way we did that, of having dominance, but then also painting the right pictures to the ref, showing him, hey, we're dominant, but we're doing it legally, was really pleasing because it let us get the win. So it was nice to be able to crack that. But yeah, it goes up again this weekend. We've got some quality packs coming here, so we'll have to step up again.
Yeah, in this competition, there's kind of like an unwritten rule that you got to win your home games, which I suppose is, makes this game against Bristol hugely important. I mean, they had a great win on the weekend against Northampton. How confident are you that the Scarlets can get that win on the weekend?
Yeah, extremely confident. I think there's not many games I've gone into where I've kind of thought we don't have a chance here. Like I have every confidence we're going to go out there and put on a really good performance. We know Bristol are a good side, as you said. The game on the weekend against Northampton, they really put the sword to them. But in saying that, we've got class players coming back from the international setup who will kind of add experience and that kind of thing as well to a team that, from the weekend, I'm sure you saw, we've got a lot of fight in us, and we've got a lot of hunger to do well, and we've got a lot of really, really passionate supporters who we want to play for. So I've got no doubt we can do a job. We just have to actually go out there and do it now.
Yeah, and just finally for me, as an Aussie coming into Wales and just looking at all the drama off the field and the struggle at test level, I mean, what have you made of Welsh rugby? What have you made of sort of the homegrown talent at the Scarlets as well?
Oh, I think there's no doubt. There's plenty of talent coming through Wales, and I think you look at the Australian Test team, right? What was it, last World Cup, and we got barreled out in the pool games. I think it's a really hard thing for teams to kind of stay at such a high level for such a long time. I think there's always going to be ebbs and flows. For some teams, you kind of ebb a little bit more than what you'd like, and I think Wales are going through a phase now where you had such a golden generation come through, and you're kind of blessed with great results, great talent, which was awesome, and it was great to watch, no matter what nationality you were. That Welsh team, I think any team that is like that and has such a big turnover of talent retiring and moving on, I think there's always going to be a little bit of time it takes for guys to settle in. But you look at the Welsh guys in our team who are playing at that level. They're unreal players. I think you give them enough time, and they'll definitely be able to do a job at international level. So coming in, I've got nothing but good things to say, especially the guys we've got here. There's some unbelievable talent coming through. I think there's just some things that need to be sorted out around the way, and I think people will see Welsh rugby doing very well in, I don't think, the not too distant future.
Thanks for answering my questions, and all the best for the weekend.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Archie, just a couple from me. I was just wondering, kind of, how old were you when you took up rugby, and has it always been prop forward?
Yeah. So I'm from a little country town in Lightning Ridge called Lightning Ridge in Oz. It's about a 10-hour drive from Sydney, and we only had a rugby league team growing up because there was only about 500 people in the town. Excuse me. So I actually was very lucky. I had the opportunity to go away to boarding school when I was 9. And from there picked up rugby from when I was 9, played all the way through school, fell in love with it. And I started as a hooker, actually. I was a hooker up until I was probably 15 or 16, and then grew about a foot and gained a bit of weight and moved me off to the side a little bit more. So yeah,
And when you were growing up, was it people in your position who were your rugby idols, or elsewhere in the team?
Yeah, I suppose I definitely it was always your kind of front rowers. I remember watching guys like Stuffy Plotter now play for the Waratahs growing up. Remember big Bismarck Duplessis played for the Saffers. I was kind of always a bit of a bigger kid and always loved watching the big boys kind of go out and do their thing.
And lastly, I mean, in terms of how you've settled in and what you've made of the culture here, what's it been like, the move from, well, New South Wales to Wales, I guess?
Yeah. It's been fantastic, honestly. The first kind of 6 or 8 months I was here on my own. Excuse me, sorry, I've got a frog in my throat.
It's all right.
But it was great. Honestly, I think there's a lot of similarities between the Welsh and the Aussies. I think just the way everyone goes about things, and it kind of felt very familiar. And we've got a really tight-knit group who get on really well on and off the field, which I think is really important. So the transition was tough. I think the main one was, everyone says it, but it's the weather. But in saying that, I haven't minded the cold too much. It's been good. Makes it a bit easier running around rather than 40 degrees days. But yeah, feeling really settled in now. My girlfriend Ellie's moved over, which has been really good. So she's kind of here permanently now, which is nice. And it's just made it really easy just to kind of settle in and start, well, yeah, be able to kind of have that everything else off the field all sorted, and now it's all about the rugby now.
We were talking to Ryan Smith, the second row at the Ospreys, a couple of weeks ago.
Great man.
And he said his first job has been bombarding Amazon, buying winter warmers. But you've obviously become used to it now after your 18 months here.
Yeah, no doubt. It'll get a good run through Amazon. I know all about that. No, Ryan's he's a good mate of mine. We played Australia A together, so I know him well.
All right.
But I'm glad he seems like he's going well at the Ospreys. So
well, you look forward to Scarlets Ospreys if you get to play against him then.
Very much so. I think I'm going after him, trying to give him a bit of welcome to Wales.
Lovely. Well, yeah, all the best. Good to see you back playing, and good luck for the weekend.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
That's good.